She's in there. She's got no idea. She's got no idea that Daddy's home. Walk in, these kids, they're not even studying. They're doing some kind of yoga. Yeah. You know, she's there. She's doing her poses. She's bending and, you know, she's moving. She looks like a flower. You know, you can't even understand it, you know. How does something like that, how does something that beautiful, how does that come from me, you know? She looks up and she sees me. I see her. My God, that's real. That's real, Red. Boom. In an instant, she's across that classroom floor. She's in my arms. She's squeezing me so tight, I swear I was gonna bust a rib, you know? I just stay there like that. We're holding each other. Teacher, she's filming the whole thing on her phone, you know? She's gonna put it on YouTube, some shit. Kids are all wailing, you know? They're screaming at me shit. I'm the worst of all. I'm a rubber-faced clown, you know? Cried so hard. Not my baby. Not my girl. No, she's my girl. She's not crying. She's holding me up. My girl, she's keeping me on my feet. She says, I knew it, Daddy. I knew it.
I wasn't gonna make this video. I really wasn't. I wasn't gonna talk about Daredevil being canceled, or its fantastic and somewhat perfect third season. I wasn't gonna talk about it because everyone's already talked about it. Everyone's already given their opinions about how Netflix or Disney canceling the show is the worst decision ever, and how Daredevil is literally the best show that the MCU has to offer, or hell, even one of just the best shows on Netflix in general. I wasn't gonna make this video, but god damn it, season 2 of Punisher just came out, and I know as soon as I watch it, all I'm gonna be thinking about is that scene from Daredevil season 2 where they sitting in front of the cemetery and they just having a big old heart-to-heart, these two characters who hated each other for most of the early season, having one of the most emotional moments I've ever seen in a goddamn show ever. And I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry my little ass heart out. I know I am. So you know what? I don't give a shit at this point. Alright? I'm gonna say what I want to say. And hopefully, I can say shit that no one else has said yet. So that's why I'm going to be creating this new series. No scripts, no retakes. It's a one take, baby. Straight from the heart. Now, I'm not going to talk about Netflix or Disney or whoever the hell it was canceling the show. I'm not going to talk about how whoever it was canceled probably the 4th most popular show that they had on their goddamn streaming service. I'm not going to talk about how this show has literally become the staple for the MCU and is highly regarded as MCU when it's at its best. I'm not going to talk about that. No. Instead, I'm going to talk about the reasons why canceling Daredevil is literally the worst goddamn decision anyone could have ever made in their entire goddamn life, by explaining how good this show was. Because this show wasn't good because it was a superhero show. It was good because it had great cinematography and action sequences that literally made your jaws drop whenever you watched them. It was good because it had characters, not superheroes, not people with these great abilities and did heroic things. No, people who lie, who cheated, who killed people people who really shouldn't be likable, these characters who should not be likable at all, but they are, because at the same time, they struggle through life the way normal people do. And because of that, they're so relatable, and everyone loves them. Everyone who watches the show loves them. These characters who feel like actual people instead of just the main character of a TV show and his plucky sidekicks. These characters who build relationships better than any other show I've seen. Characters who build romances with each other naturally, instead of a romance just being forced upon them because, hey look, here's superhero, hey look, here's woman of interest or man of interest, bam, relationship. No, instead, you see these people who actually learn to get along with one another, who actually spend time with one another, and when they realize they actually have genuine interest in one another, then they actually get engaged with one another. Then they actually build a relationship with each other, a romantic relationship with them. Characters for who the most part hate each other, and yet still somehow find a way to have a common grounds with one another, to compromise with one another. Characters who have such a dynamic to them, who have such tension between them, that you can't help but be tensed up with them because you feel every single emotion that they feel. This show is amazing because the plot develops in such a seamless and flowing way, where one event leads directly to the next, where our characters are put into these situations where they fear for their lives, where they have to make the toughest decision that they can possibly make. Decisions that leave us on the edge of our seats because we have no idea what they're gonna do. For God's sakes, Karen pulls a gun on somebody and kills them. When do you ever see the heroine do that in a TV show? A superhero TV show. A show where you can tell the creators of said show care deeply about it and actually take from the source material and builds on that and turns it into something greater than it could have ever been in a comic format. A show that's so amazing that you already know this. Every other YouTuber has already said shit like this in one form or another. No. You already know the show is amazing, and you know why it's amazing. But why, and I truly mean why, is this show amazing? Why is it so popular? Why is it the fourth most popular show on Netflix? It's because it's more than just a TV show. It's more than just a work of art. It's a message. There's a difference between a good show and a great show. A good show will bring you a smile to your face. It'll bring tears to your eye. It'll make you bust out laughing. Make you want to throw your TV remote at the screen. But a great show has a message to say. So what's Daredevil's message?
To be brave enough to forgive. And see the possibilities of being a man without fear. It was his legacy.
Daredevil's message is about hope. It's about overcoming your fears. It's about not letting your past actions define you. And that no matter how much bad has happened to you or to those around you, you can still do good in this world. That's what Daredevil has to say. I feel the problem with most superhero shows, or just hell, most TV shows today, is that they try to create content that's enjoyable for the person to watch. No matter what genre it is, really. The creators are really just trying to create a story that a viewer can enjoy. And that's where Daredevil, again, stems away. Because they're trying to create a story that most showrunners wouldn't even dare touch or dare talk about in a show. topics like family abandonment, topics like mental health disorders, topics like PTSD amongst war veterans. The show has such balls on them because they're not afraid to dive in to topics that people may not enjoy watching, but they do it anyway because they have something to say that I feel everyone who watches the show can learn from, where most other shows are just trying to create enjoyable content for their viewers. Daredevil will always be regarded as one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I love the show so much I'm literally making a cosplay of Daredevil in his season 1 outfit for this year's Dragon Con, even though I've never been into the idea of cosplaying ever before. But hell, I love this show so much and I want to show it. I really hope anyone who watches this video will either A, want to watch the show after this end. If you haven't, sorry if I spoiled anything. Or B, learn to appreciate the show better from what I've said here. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of this new series I created. Let me know if you want to see more. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.